Hi, welcome back to the Leadership Help Desk, where we're striving to reach purity in leadership, which means we don't make our own mistakes to begin with. Our topic for today is organizational behavior masters. Here we look at the rock stars and a brief history, management history of how things developed into what they are today. And the point is to see where you are in history. We start out with Frederick Taylor, who they call it scientific management. His whole game was to do motion studies to find out the one best way to do things. So he would study the processes, the motions that employees went through in their work, and he would try to figure out the one best way to do something. The best way to lift, to cut, and things like that. So he was credited with all this additional productivity. Now, with that, he did include the selection of employees that would be fit for the job and train those employees in a way that was kind of like a forced standardization of methods to go about your work. So you were told specifically what to do, and that was enforced. This, as you can imagine, involved a lot of job simplification. We would find the one best way, find the perfect person to do it. If it needed a lot of strength, we'd get the big person. If it was nimble, we'd get that person and whatnot. But this did result in a lot of job simplification. And when we have job simplification, we have a boring job. There's no variety. In fact, you can imagine if you did the same motion every day for 8 hours a day, the joints would start wearing out and start hurting and stuff like that. So that wasn't a good thing. Now, all of this was missing the human element. It was robotic. So that's not so much fun. Now, another element of problems that went on here was that if we had 10 employees and we found the most efficient way to do the job, that would mean that we would become more productive and we would only need, say, 7 employees. So the workers became paranoid, fearful of losing their jobs, or John's going to get tossed out if we do this better, so there was some resistance there. Now, with this job simplification, can you imagine what's it like at your workplace? By the way, do you know how many seconds there are in an 8-hour day? Whoever came up with the 8-hour day? 28,800 seconds. Now, if I illustrated that here, everybody would leave, but think about it. Just pause for a few seconds and go, 1, 2, 3, 4. You just got at the job, right? Now you've only got like 28,790 seconds to go in the workday, and you're doing the same damn thing all the time. It's not going to be fun. So then we have Weber, a German that lived until about 1820, but he was all about bureaucracy. And his game was, this is the way you run a business. And it's just as fun as Taylor. Well-defined hierarchy of authority. Perfect. We get this power distance above us, and you have to deal with the chain and all that stuff. Formal rules and procedures. There's one best way, formal procedures. Now, procedures are needed. Again, the Toyota way says the right procedure will produce the right product, right? But how much fun is formal rules and procedures? It does get predictable results. And then we have clear division of labor and defined roles. So what he's saying here is it's not so much about teamwork, it's well defined. This is what you do and this is what you do only, right? So we're not going to get a lot of help. You know that coworker that says, that's not my job description. Impersonality, that's my favorite. Impersonality. it's all business. There's no human anything. You're kind of like a robot. Are we still a robot? We're a robot with a big boss. And yep, and we're gonna put in there one more time, impersonality. Wow, how much fun is that? Well, if the guy was popular and he was a management rock star up until 1820 in Germany, he may have had a big effect on how things went down. Hitler was a horrible, but Hitler got a lot done, and this may have been the way it got done. So anyway, we have, again, no real attention to human stuff. But then it gets better. We go over to Munsterberg, and he introduces psychology into the game. And here again, we're going to study jobs and hire to fit. Yes, over here. Optimal efficiency, that's what we're shooting for. It's good to be efficient. I'm not against it, of course, but and then here's the two gems right here. Find the best psychological conditions for the employee. Wow. Find the best psychological conditions for the employee. So we actually now are not treating employees like robots with a big boss. It's like, damn, we got to find out what makes them tick. What makes them tick? What do they need? We've already covered Maslow, and Maslow being free. You could go look at that video. But the psychological conditions that are good for the employee, so we get productivity from them. So that's the first time in this scheme that we've seen that. A strategy to align employees to management's objectives. Wow, that to me sounds like leadership. Yeah, this is all management. And then we introduce employee psychological needs and a strategy to align employees to management objectives. We need to get the employees on board with our mission. Imagine that. How many years did that take? After this, we'll go into Mary Parker Follett. We've already covered Maslow, McGregor, Theory X and Theory Y, and Deming. Deming is the icing on the cake. Again, I wish he was more popular. So there we have that. Now, anyway, so we'll move on. It's going to get more and more human. Now, your company or your management philosophy, your management techniques, management strategy, where are they? Are they over here in the primal age of treating people like robots without any consideration for them and what they need, such as variety and growth and achievement and all, recognition? Is there any recognition here? I believe he did say reward. That can get us into trouble. So anyway, where is your workplace? And what can you do to make it better? See you next time. If you like the video, subscribe, clickety-click the like button, and let's go on our journey to purity and leadership. Thanks, and enjoy your day.